don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we...
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LID. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, That's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often in Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Eason. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Carrier.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Browns nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Switch up, switch up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Nice pass rush there by Justin Houston, culminating in a sack. And the move to Indianapolis in 2019, absolutely rejuvenating. Plus, he changed positions from outside linebacker to defensive end and had his first double-digit sack season since 2014.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins airing it out deep for Smith. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Following the penalty, Chubb nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brought down by Anthony.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. No game on this defense. No game.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 36.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Haskins pass intended for Nick Chubb. Incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the cover.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
In punt formation for the Browns.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
With the score, Colts 14, Browns nothing.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
To Paris Campbell. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Eason sets to throw it. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Eason on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Haskins. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
On first down, it's Haskins. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Check it back, check it back. Check.
So the false start will back them up 5. So that'll back them up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now second and 6. They go play action with Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Third down. Here's Haskins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 3, second and a yard. They run. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone. You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone. Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing. You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They go play action now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out. Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them. On play action, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Taylor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Taylor. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Eason to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
And a Colts first down.
Now Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now the third-year man out of NC State, it's Nyheim Hines. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw. Eason. And Pascal's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster. But when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the first round, but when he heard his name called in the second round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
A 3-yard pickup.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second down, here's Eason. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Harris Campbell.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Taken in the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, listen. Check line 54. Line 54. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins looking here for Smith down. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Minus 42. Minus 42. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Greedy Williams. The second down pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down.
Let's go. 58, boy, 58. We ain't giving them nothing today. And 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Tackles. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Here's Haskins. His throw caught at about the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The extra point.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Colts 24. Browns 20.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Get ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Watch the curls. Mike's 54. Mike's 6. Pull up. How? Showing that. Off.
Play action. Haskins. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Haskins going to throw again. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
There's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
The play fake. Here's Haskins. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there, 54, right there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper
And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 28, Colts 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will make it into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Campbell on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Indianapolis.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range.
And that's caught inside the 30.
This is
And
my
he's
mode, baby.
across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Cody Parkey.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Browns, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you know I'm in your bros hating. All of them scared of the woods and ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex. Whipping the test.